Recently, I stood on the bank of a creek and I noticed the flow of water was not passing like it should. And I looked over and I saw that I guess some beavers, I'm not sure what, had taken sticks, all kind of stuff, and they had dammed up a little area that was causing the creek to be pinched off, and the water just wasn't doing what it was designed to do. I was talking to a leader just a couple days ago, and I said, what does it feel like when you're living in your area of passion? And he used the word flow. He said, it just feels like I have flow in my life. It's just things are just going really good if I'm in my passion area. And if I'm not, it feels like things are just not going the way they're supposed to. It's the picture of that creek, if you want to think about it that way. So when you look at your own life right now, are you living with passion? Is there flow in your life? Or are you just really struggling in so many areas because you're not living into your passion? A lot of times it's easy to think about this when we think about work, but really outside of work, there's areas in our life where we're not living true to our passion. We're trying to be somebody that others expect us to be rather than who we're born to be. And so many things go wrong when we don't understand our passion. We're going to talk about passion this week. As we think about passion, it's about engagement. As I think about this word passion, it's about engagement. Last week we talked about purpose, which is really about clarity. This one is about engagement. Are you leaning into your life, or are you leaning back from your life right now? Do you find yourself spinning your wheels? You feel like you're not in a spot where you're adding value. You don't have a lot of joy. You have maybe some frustration, not purpose kind of stuff like we talked about, but I'm talking passion stuff. Passion is defined really, if you want to get it, this little working definition, it's doing what you love. It's pursuing what you love. That's my definition. It's like that. It's not official. But as you think about it, I think it gives us a way to think about it. Am I lining my life up according to the things that I love, the things that bring me energy? It's what we're going to talk about these next few days. So the first thing that I think we start with is a question. And just like we did last week, like, why am I here? This question, I think, will help us when we think about passion. And the big question this week is this: how am I wired? How am I wired up? As I think about my life, all the intricacies of my life, your DNA, the way you're wired up, there's so many things that are true about you that really are not true about anybody else. You are very unique. There's only one you. And if you understand that, it will position you to add maximum value to those around you. I know a lot of people who listen to this are leaders, and your life is being used to influence others. It's very important for you to understand how it is you're wired up. And if you can line your life up in one of those areas where you have passion, when you feel really great about it, and it's true to who you are, it's the way you are, we're really created, like we talked about, it really is just going to position you to have maximum value. So this week we're going to be talking about how we're wired up. As you think about it, just as we begin the week, like what are some things that come to mind? What are some things that are true about you that may or may not be true about others? I'm not even interested in others right now. What are the things that make you who you are? Think about your personality. Are you extroverted or introverted? Think about some of the things that you think. We're going to dive into that a little bit tomorrow. But in the meantime, like, how are you wired up, and are you lined up right now in your area of passion? You love what it is you get to do every day. You love who it is you are outside of work. And you're not living up to anybody else's expectations. You really are being true to who you're born to be. If you'll do that, I'm convinced your life's going to work a lot better, and you're going to bring a lot more joy to the people around your life as well. So we'll dive into passion this week. Join me tomorrow for this. In the meantime, let's lock in on how we're wired up as we start a new week.